It's Ms. Barnett coming at you from COVID 2020. What? So today we're going to continue on with logarithms. I know, shocking. We're doing this more. Alright, so today we will be able to solve equations with the natural log and e. Natural log and e. What you need to know about the natural log and e is that they're inverses of each other, like the square root of x and squared are inverses. They undo each other. We can cancel each other out, and then we just get x. If we take the natural log of x and you take the natural log of e to the power of x, then they undo each other and you just get x. So they're inverses, like multiplication and division are inverses, or addition and subtraction are inverses. So that's why this works. It's a process, and we're just going to go over it. So first step in the process is we're going to isolate the expression. Isolate either the e to the x or the ln of x. And we're going to do it together. Here's one example for e to the x and an example for 2e to the x. So first, we got to get this part by itself. So I'm going to divide by 2. So I get e to the power of x plus 1 is equal to 8 divided by 2 is 4. On this side, I've got that 5 in front. So I'm isolating the natural log of x. So I'm going to divide by 5. Oh, look at that. I already started off with a decimal. So the natural log of 6x is going to be equal to 8/5. And I'm just going to keep it as a fraction. Step 2 is to rewrite. We practiced this already. We're going to rewrite as natural logs or e. So we're going to take our e to the x and make it into a natural log. Or we're going to take our natural log and move it into an e to the x. Alright, so remember this one would be log base e. Yeah, we're doing the swoop-de-doop. Log base e of 4 is equal to dupe x plus 1. And then remember, I can rewrite the nat log e. That is what the natural log is. The natural log of 4 is x plus 1. On this side, the natural log would be log base e of 6x is equal to 8/5. And now I'm going to rewrite it with e as my base. Swoop-de frickin' dupe. E to the power of 8/5 is equal to 6x. Alright, so we rewrote them both. Now we're going to evaluate. We're going to use our calculator to evaluate this expression. So this log, or the natural log of 4, and then e to the power of 8/5, those are both numbers. And we're just going to figure out what those numbers are by using the calculator. Boom, calculator. So first, 4 natural log. I have to do mine in that order, but you want it to be natural log of 4. You see that right there? So that's going to be our, oh wait, what did just happen? Clear. So 4 natural log equals, that's the answer. I'm going to go to 4 decimal places, so 1.3863. Not a highlighter. So natural log of 4 is 1.386, and the 9 makes the 2 go up to a 3. 4 decimal places is equal to x plus 1. That's my evaluating. And same thing over here. E to the power of 8/5. So we should have a button for that. Clear. E, and that's the number e, to the power of, in parentheses, 8 divided by 5, close parentheses. That's going to give us 4.9530. 4.9530 is equal to 6x. And now we're just going to solve. So isolating x, solve. On this side, that means we're subtracting 1. So 1.386 minus 1 is just going to be 0.3863 is equal to x. And then on this side, 6 times x, I'm going to divide by 6 on both sides. So that means we're going to get x is equal to 0.8251. I just did that in the calculator. So if I divide that by 6, I get 0.825, and this 5 right here is going to make that 0 go to a 1. There we go. All right, so let's do some more. First, we're going to isolate. We've got 3 times the natural log of 4x. So I'm going to divide by 3 on both sides. I get the natural log of 4x is equal to 24 divided by 3 is 8. Then we're rewriting it. The natural log is going to be log base e of 4x is equal to 8. And we're rewriting it, so we get e to the power of 8 is equal to 4x. And this is where I use my calculator. I'm going to clear everything out, and I'm going to evaluate. This is the e to the power of 8. It's going to be a big number. Whoops. Whoops. Sorry. Is equal to. No, that's wrong. E to the power of 8 is equal to, oh, maybe not, 2,980 point and 4 decimal places, 9580 is equal to 4x. So e to the power of 8 is just equal to this big number right here. And then we're dividing by 4. And when I divide that number by 4, I get 745.2395. 745.2395. All right. I want you to try, oh wait, this is an E. Let's do this one together, and then I want you to pause it and try them on your own. All right, so first we're going to isolate. So we want to get this by itself. So the first thing we have to do is add 12 to both sides. 15 plus 12 is 27, and that's 3 times e to the power of 4x. Then we're going to divide by 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9, so we get e to the power of 4x is equal to 9. And now we're rewriting. Log base e of 9 is equal to 4x. And remember, this I can rewrite as the natural log of 9 is equal to 4x. And that's going to be a number. So let's figure it out on the calculator. Clear everything out. And we do 9 natural log. Log of 9. That's a decimal, so 2.1972. 2.1972 is equal to 4 times x. And so now we're just going to divide by 4. Calculator, divide by 4. And that gives us 0.5493. 0.5493 is equal to x. Alright, you could always check it back in the top if you want to plug it in. You'd have to use parentheses very carefully. Alright, try the next two. These ones, again, are e's, so you're going to have to rewrite it with the natural log. I hope you pause it and try it. And I know you guys are all going to do that before I do this. Okay, you did it, right? Okay, add 5 to both sides. So 4e to the power of negative 2x is equal to 8. And then I divide by 4. So e to the power of negative 2x is equal to 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now I'm rewriting. Log base e is going to become the natural log of 2 is equal to negative 2x. I skipped a step where I wrote it like this. Of 2 is equal to negative 2x. And this becomes the natural log. Alright, so then we can evaluate the natural log of 2. I'm not going to use my calculator, I already did it. It's 0.6931 is equal to negative 2x. We divide by negative 2. And x is going to be equal to a negative number, because a positive divided by negative is going to be negative 0.3466. There we go. Done. Alright, let's keep going. So 7e to the power of 2x isolate e to the power of 2x, I've got to do divided by 7. So 21 divided by 7 is 3. E to the power of 2x is got to be equal to 3. Rewrite it. The natural log of 3 is going to be equal to 2x. This is where I evaluate the natural log. Natural log of 3 is 1.0986. And then I divide by 2. Divide by 2, and x is got to be equal to 0.5493. Dunsky. Okay, keep going. Pausing. You're pausing them. You're trying them on your own. Then you're seeing if you're getting the right answer. That's the way we do this. All right, we subtract 2 on both sides. We get e to the power of 3x is equal to 11. Rewrite it. Natural log of 11 is equal to 3x. Natural log of 11 is something that I can figure out. It is 2.3979 is equal to 3x. And then we divide by 3. And we get x is equal to 0.7993. I did all this on the calculator. I don't know this off the top of my head. I just have it written down right here. You should be using a calculator to figure this stuff out. Okay, again, we've got to isolate the natural log of x plus 1. To do that, we divide by 4. So the natural log of x plus 1 is whatever 8 divided by 4 is, which is 2. I hope you said 2. All right, so we rewrite it. So instead of the natural log, we do e to the power of 2 is equal to x plus 1. E squared is a number. It is 20.0855. Is that right? Let's try that again. Clear. E squared. Clear. Clear. E to the power of 2. Why is that happening? E to the power of 2 is equal to. Yeah. This is wrong. Okay. So it's not that. Erase too much, of course. E to the power of 2 is x plus 1. So e squared is 7.3891. 7.3891 is equal to x plus 1. And we subtract 1 from both sides, and we get 6.3891 is equal to x. Well done. Great. Okay. And then natural log of 8x is equal to 3. This is already isolated, so I'm just going to rewrite it. E to the power of 3 is equal to 8x. E cubed is 20.0855 is equal to 8x. And then we divide by 8. Divide by 8. So x has got to be equal to 2.5107. That was so good. All right. And last but not least, we got to isolate e to the power of x. So to do that, first I'm going to add 1. So I get 2 e to the power of x is equal to 11 plus 1 is 12. And then we divide by 2. So I get e to the power of x is equal to 12 divided by 2 is 6. And then now we're rewriting it. Natural log of 6 is equal to x. Natural log of 6 is the answer, and it's a decimal. It is 1.7918. I know you're impressed that you think I know that off the top of my head. I didn't. I used a calculator, and I'm encouraging you to use a calculator too. All right, that's all I've got for you. Please make sure you do the practice and the quizzes that go along with this. Have a great day. I hope you get out for a walk. Bye.